right, Mom. You wanted to? Okay, so we'll do it
now.
again.
Everybody has to.
Do it.
I don't know the words.
You've been to Ryan's before. You've been to Ryan's. Everybody at this table has been to Ryan's.
Not on my birthday.
Not willingly.
What? Come on, guys.
Trey, you go to Ryan's too damn much.
Nah, it's not even open anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Rest in peace, Ryan's.
Are y'all guys ready?
All right, so Mom, we wanted to wish you a happy birthday. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday
From all of us to you.
Happy birthday from the All About crew. We're so excited. We hope that you are too. So happy birthday from the All About crew. Hey!
I will never get tired of that.
Yeah. Trent, where do you want to go on your birthday?
Haters.
The thing about my birthday is everybody remembers it because it's so easy. March the 1st.
It is pretty easy. It is pretty easy
I'm expecting it again next year, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
81.
Oh, okay.
The All About Nothing podcast may have content and language that isn't appropriate for some. Listener discretion is advised. Recorded live from GOT Sound Studios in Lexington, South Carolina, this is the All About Nothing podcast with Barrett Gruber, Zach King, and of course, me, Trenton Clark.
Welcome to the All About Nothing podcast, the show your mama warned you about. I am Barrett Gruber, joined by Trent Clark and Zach King. Welcome, fellas.
And the show your mother should have called in for.
All because we all have faces for radio.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just get the business out of the way. Please subscribe to the show. Subscriptions drive our searches. That's how we get new listeners. Also, please consider giving us some financial support by visiting our patreon.com/theallaboutnothing. You can go ahead and become a patron of the show, and we'll tell everybody you did it.
Like the movie Idiocracy with Dax Shepard.
Yeah.
I'll have money.
Yeah. Also, if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts and you think we're worth it, go ahead and give us one of those reviews and punch up a 5-star for us. If you're not on Apple Podcasts, give us one of those thumbs up or however it is that you do those things on the other platforms, because if you share it with your friends, then we'll get more listeners. That's how all that works.
And sharing is caring.
Yeah.
Sharing's always caring.
Real quick, shout outs from last week. Thanks to Bex for our drop last week. You can find her on TikTok and Instagram under the alias Not Quite a Wallflower.
Ooh.
And she's Scottish and probably shuddering at our awful Irish.
Yeah, probably. Also, we talked about on the show last week, but I want to toss this out there. DJ Lonzo will be spinning and scratching next week. Actually,
At the
The
roller
9th,
rink?
man,
March the 9th. That's
we got to get
coming
some
up.
flyers out there, man. We'll come with something cool.
129 Oak Drive. It's called Sport and Skate Station USA. That's March 9th. What time is that going to be at?
That's from 7 to 10.
7 to 10. So,
And I feel like roller skating, so you might meet us out there.
yeah, this episode will drop this coming Monday. So it's literally this Thursday. If you're listening to us right now, it's literally this Thursday coming up. Not if you're on Twitch and you're watching us, because then it's next Thursday. So
Shout out to Twitchers.
So I also want to recap something from last week. So my mother wrote in about last week's episode. She said that she had to she asked that I could give the story about how I broke her wrist playing street hockey. So, and this was close to 30 years ago.
She probably felt like you were lying on her, Barrett.
Well,
Yeah, and I want to know, was your mother playing?
yes, she was playing. So we lived at the end of a cul-de-sac in Atlanta, and my brother, my mother, and I would play roller hockey with some adults in the neighborhood. We had some neighbors across the street, neighbors next door. All of them over the age of 40 for sure. But they'd come out and I'm in there. I'm there. Yeah. You know. So I don't remember exactly the scenario, but I do remember key pieces of it.
Well, with a bunch of 40-year-olds, it just becomes a statistic at that point.
It does,
right?
yeah. Somebody
See, who doesn't get hurt first?
There should have been an ambulance. There should have been an ambulance standby.
Paramedic, Fred the paramedic's just like, I'm here.
What was
Y'all
crazy-
definitely should have had a paramedic on standby in the cul-de-sac just waiting on you.
But this is how different like life is now, because like we would I don't remember that we would plan these things, but we would actually just we'd call next door, we'd call across the street and be like, hey, let's play.
Well, Barry,
street
they were
hockey.
talking about this earlier this week. They were saying basically with these phones that we have in our hand, we all used to get bored and think the same thing. Let's go outside and see what they're doing. And that's how we all came together. It wasn't these phones like TikTok.
Go knock on doors.
Yeah, like you knew who your neighbors were back in the
What's
day.
funny, we're gonna get to the story.
Yeah.
But the people always talk about what we like. This is what we did when we didn't have phones, and you're using the toilet, and they're reading shampoo bottles. I was like, someone needs to inform these children of the magazine racks that were in.
There
most
used to be a
bathrooms.
magazine rack.
Yeah,
Exactly
what it was.
So we would have these matches in the street, and it was impromptu. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't planned or anything. We would get together. We had a couple of hockey nets that we put out in the street, and we would just pair up teams and whatnot. Classic. So I remember in this one instance, going for the hockey ball, and
Your age.
I was 12 or 13.
Okay.
So more than 30 years ago.
So like 1970.
Yeah.
So kind of grown man already.
Funny.
Grown man already.
Yeah.
My mother and I were playing on opposite teams, and I do.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
No,
Yeah, that's what I'm.
no.
There's some
No, she
angry
was
child
fierce.
like, Mom,
She was fierce.
she wouldn't let me out the house. So
She was fierce. I do remember trying to go through her to get to the ball. I believe in her possession. I knocked her over and then ran over her wrist or stepped on her wrist with my blades.
I know what happened. Zach.
I feel like
Barrett was picked last, and he felt some type of way because his mother was picked in front of him. So he was like,
That's possible. My other one was he had to do some chores that he wasn't so fond of beforehand.
Yeah, well, that only increases the number of chores that I'd have to do with it if I broke a wrist. So
Not if you strong arm it.
So
You're like, you have one good wrist. Do you want to make it no good wrist?
that's right. Or I'm busted.
That's a tuckism.
So want to live from Carl, Georgia. I want to cue in my mother on the phone. So first of all, happy birthday, Mom. It's do you feel 80?
No.
No. Okay. Well, good.
Well, you don't look 80 either.
nope.
Well, are you ready for the next?
Thank you.
21, I thought.
Oh gosh.
I don't know about that.
I thought when Barrett brought you in the studio, I was like, you're supposed to bring your mother, not your sister.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. I like him.
Wow.
Hey, he's trying to make up for the popsicle jokes. That's what that's the reason why he's saying this today.
I give no breaks to the popsicle jokes.
So I want to just say, Mom, I don't think, did I break your wrist or did I just hurt you?
You damaged my hand.
Okay.
And
From stomping.
I still have a knot.
To this day, Barrett.
Barrett, you didn't
To
mention
this
that.
day.
I didn't know.
It clicks when I open the door.
I'm sorry.
Barrett, you should have never, when your mama needed something, you should have never gave her no back talk ever in life.
Did I give you much back talk? I don't think I did. I thought I was pretty good.
He did. He Barrett always did what he was supposed to do before it was supposed to be done.
Now there were times that
the
she
Barrett I
other
know.
two are not like that.
There
The
were-
other two were not like that.
and she's being very kind because there were times that I know that she was upset at me for things that I did that I shouldn't have done. I can't remember what they are. I think one of them was I stayed out too late playing Dungeons and Dragons when you were in New Orleans.
Dungeons and
Yes,
Don't
I
laugh,
remember
Trey.
that.
So
I called home all night long, and I got the neighbor kid
yeah,
who was saying that Barrett was not home.
yeah.
We
yeah.
fought a beholder, Mom. It wasn't a quick and easy campaign.
Were you connected to the internet? That's the reason why she couldn't get through?
There was no internet then.
I don't think.
Yeah, there was no internet. There was no internet
I don't know
available.
if there
Dungeons
was
and
internet
Dragons?
at that
Dude.
time.
No, we didn't.
Dungeons and Dragons is a board game, my boy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm thinking of, God, dog, what's the one?
Diablo?
Nah, it was like World of War.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, no.
Warcraft. That's
This
what I
was
was
Dungeons and Dragons with dice and paper and having every time you
I
took
have a whole set ready to go. You're going to be playing too, so get ready.
Do not bring that up here. We play Monopoly all day, though.
Well, Mom, for your 80th birthday, I'm begging for forgiveness on the incident that I created.
Her wrist is also
Wait.
begging for forgiveness.
Has it been sitting on your heartstrings all this time?
I just want you all to know that my side won.
Oh, it's because Barrett was picked last. I knew it.
Well, to be fair, I've been on Barrett's team for a lot of sporting events.
We've lost a
And
lot. We have lost many a game.
Well, that's
Matter of
changing
fact,
tomorrow.
Many a Call of Duty. Not just kidding.
That's changing tomorrow. Winning streak from here on
I
out.
can put the whole team on my back on Call of Duty. It's fine.
That's true. He does. He carries the whole team. All right. Well,
Oh, goodness.
Mom, thank you very much for joining us
Thank
for
you,
this.
Zandra.
This is again, happy birthday.
Happy
We're really,
birthday.
Thank you.
Next time
and
you're
I
here, we'll
love
get cake.
all of you.
Love you.
love
too.
you too. All right. Thanks, Mom.
Okay, so long.
All right. Well, that was fun. That was nice.
So we know Barrett bullied his mother growing up.
That's
At least one
that's
time.
what
When
we took
in
out
his
of that.
13th year of age, that means he was really feeling himself back
Yeah.
then.
He's like, Mom, I may not sneak out and do what I'm supposed to, but I will freaking.
And now I know why Barrett.
I will lay lumber.
The reason why Barrett would do his chores on time was because he wanted to go out and do mischief.
Yeah.
That's the reason. You think you're smart. I know what you was thinking when
I'll
you
be
was
honest,
younger.
No one's leveling up my barbarian by myself. I will be out there.
I'm just going to put this out there. I didn't get up to a whole lot of mischief when I was a kid.
I didn't either.
And the
You
reason,
waited till you was adult?
No, the reason
Not till I
really.
met-
I
not
don't
till
even
I
think
met
I've done
Trent.
that. I will just say this. I don't think I got up to a whole lot of mischief because I had like a steady girlfriend at the age of like 13. And
But you're not always with her.
Yeah,
It
when
was-
did
it
when
was
did your
When
hand
you was
break
with your
up with you?
boys.
Huh?
When did your hand break up with you?
Oh, wow. Wow. All right, moving on. Moving on.
Oh,
That was
that's
crazy.
all right, that was good.
That was crazy.
So-
Goddamn, what's her name? Jill.
No.
Pamela Henderson,
Anymore?
Penny and her 5 friends.
All right.
We gotta stop this.
Anymore?
No.
We were all dating the same woman.
We're just gonna let this roll. Never ending. Okay. So
Oh shit, that was funny.
as everyone's aware, I went to Florida this past weekend.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And I had to write notes.
He wrote notes. Julie, write this down.
Let me
Fuck these road signs.
I will
and
just-
these drivers.
I will just say this. Florida is unique. And I have not been to Florida since
You just figured
in,
that
in
out.
the way that Marjorie Taylor Greene is unique.
Yeah, exactly. In the exact same way, actually, as she is. There are things that you will see and experience in Florida that you are not likely to see in other places. So probably, unless you go to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
So
Florida's
Florida,
doing wheelies the entire length of the interstate.
Myrtle Beach is the South Carolina equivalent to Florida, as far as I'm concerned. Myrtle Beach is closer.
Okay. I'll give you that.
It's fair enough.
So we drove down on Friday. We entered the state, and I was dumbfounded at the number of vehicles, brand new trucks, Dodge Rams, Ford F-150s.
Chevrolet 1500s over.
I don't remember seeing any Chevys.
I already know what he's talking about. You talking about the Trump stickers on them?
Not just the Trump stickers. They have branded these brand new trucks with "Let's Go Brandon"
Yeah.
across their trucks. And I don't even think, is that popular still?
Yes.
It is still popular.
Yes, 'cause
For dumb
until
people.
until he gets out of office, it'll always be popular.
I don't hear people saying it much anymore.
It's not for you.
Oh,
Full air
well,
part.
okay, that's fair.
It's a cult of personality.
It was not just a one and done thing either.
Seen some
right?
flags too.
Some of the vehicles had letters that were taller than 12 inches, and obviously for 96% of the population over the age of 80, and not great with their vision. I'm assuming that that's who those are for.
Oh
wonder-
yeah, they
we-
wanted to make sure they seen the sign.
We need to pull a Jordan Kepler and ask them if they can even name the branches of the government.
That'd be a good question. Yeah.
Recently had to do it for a Mies podcast.
Let's see. DeSantis is the governor, so we're a country unto ourselves,
Yeah.
pretty much.
He owns Disney World.
Alligators control the
Disney.
water. Sharks the other water.
He said Disney World is my world. Now.
One of the crazy things that I noticed. So just north of Tampa is the Villages, and the Villages. If you watch the news at all during the election cycle, this is where the candidates go to campaign. Republicans, at least, go to campaign because it's full of nothing but elderly people, and it's a huge swath of like
old Jewish retirement community
Yeah.
and stuff.
they. So we're on the interstate and driving past Tampa, and just north of Tampa, there is I don't know, it's probably a 75 or 80 foot tall cross that's
Yes.
on the. You've seen it, okay?
Yes.
So there's this giant cross. Well, in the hurricane, half of it got demolished, half of it fell off of it. Directly across the street, across Interstate 75, from this cross,
Is Forrest.
but in the forest, standing well above the forest, is a brand new Confederate flag.
Yeah, and that's right near the guy who started the KKK. His name is something Forrest.
Yeah, forest.
The dude that Forrest Gump was named after
Right.
in the movie.
Really?
Yeah. Fact. State of Florida is the graphical embodiment of a contradiction. While grabbing breakfast, I counted 37 members of the Fort Myers retirement motorcycle gang meandering.
Were you scared?
It was a little frightening because you hear the motorcycles coming from,
But then it's all a bunch of geriatrics.
every single one of them.
That when they come to a stop, it's like
They're riding. They're riding side by side.
Yeah.
A lot of the 3-wheelers, the one with the cab on the
Yes,
side.
for sure.
So that was that was going to be my joke. Thanks for ruining that. But they all should have been riding side cab. Is what I.
The dudes with the trikes, bro. That's the one.
So they're meandering through the streets at speeds that I would consider too slow to keep them steady. But
you was about to tap someone, weren't you, Barrett?
No.
Yeah, he thought about it.
Don't lay it over on my car. Don't lay it over on my car. Here comes a red light. Don't lay it over on my car.
I was putting the donuts into the car when I saw them come driving past. It was, it's a sight. And like the number of people that are the number of men at the baseball game. So I went to the spring training Braves game between Boston and the Atlanta Braves.
Is that where the hat came from?
No. Actually, I ordered this one. And I'll talk about this one in a second. I'll talk about this one in a second. But the number of people at the Braves game who were just old, retired, obviously allergic to the top 5 buttons on their shirts.
Well, Barry, you got to let the chest hair show.
Dude,
You're in Florida, baby.
I want to be that guy one day.
Facts. When I go to the beach, it's definitely chest out.
Yeah, buttoning the 2 buttons.
You might not even get a button.
You may not get a button.
The last thing that I've never seen this anywhere else, not even South Carolina.
Ooh, that's big.
Yeah. When we were driving on 75, traffic's moving at a good clip. We're probably doing 75, 80 miles an hour. There's nothing impeding. One of the craziest things I've ever seen was a truck pulled over to the side of the interstate with its flashers on. And then down about 50 yards is a guy sitting in a fold-up lawn chair with an umbrella.
Watching traffic?
Drinking a beer.
And watching traffic?
Yeah, just sitting there watching traffic, drinking a beer on the side of the road.
That's got to be gangster.
That's so Florida.
He probably was smoking weed, too. Just chilling.
I don't know about the weed part, but I do know.
Pulled over to watch traffic.
It was an odd thing to see. Unexpected.
Maybe his Dodge Ram broke down.
Nope.
It would have been way.
I don't think it was. I think he just got thirsty and was like, "Well, I can't drink in the car."
Or maybe he was waiting. Maybe he was waiting.
He couldn't be in a certain feet of the vehicle with the keys in his pocket.
Probably.
And he had to be covered because it's a public space. So he popped the umbrella.
I assume he had to be covered because it was like 85 degrees.
It would have been way better if he would have had the umbrella.
It was
hat.
A win-win.
The umbrella hat
or the beer hat.
No, umbrella hat would have been way cooler.
Have you ever seen anything like that though?
No, that's absurd.
I
would pull over just because I'm like, we're gonna turn around.
I got to get it.
Barry, you should have took a picture, man.
I was driving. I felt like I couldn't.
Barrett's mouth was worn out from what the fuck?
The
whole time. What the fuck? What the fuck?
On a serious note, though, Florida is a time bomb. Like it is a ticking time bomb. Sure. So Fort Myers, the Fort Myers area where we were at, Port Charlotte, absolutely was devastated by the hurricane, Hurricane Ian that came in last September, and for the most part, nothing has really been done to improve the situation for what the storm is coming.
So you just saw like debris and stuff still around?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. And where there was debris in the roads, all they did was just push it up into like empty lots.
So it looked like South Carolina 10 years ago.
Yes. Yeah.
Because remember when Lou Holtz was our head coach of South Carolina, he was like, "It's a great state outside that they don't pick up their trash."
Yeah. But yeah, it's seriously a time bomb waiting to go off, because what you have in the next 30 years, sea level rise is going to put most of that area underwater. Everyone talks about how, with hurricanes, they have these hurricane parties. People don't have these hurricane parties anymore. These aren't the same storms that they had 30 and 40 years ago. And when it's not a super windstorm, it's a super rainstorm.
Yeah.
And regardless of how strong it is, you almost always get that tidal surge that comes in. And
it's a peninsula. Its time has been numbered since it rose from the ocean.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, and what's funny is that anytime someone tells you a story and they start, so I was in Florida. Yeah. They're going like, oh, this goes badly.
Is going good.
Yeah, this is going bad for you.
There's literally a subreddit, the Florida Man.
It's the only place I walked barefoot with drugs in my system and wound up not getting murdered.
Yeah. Yeah, well, what's funny is some of the residents I mentioned.
That's not a personal story. That's a story I've heard.
I thought you were about to say that's pretty personal.
Not me.
Definitely not personal.
I've heard that same story.
I mentioned to some of the people down there that at the game and whatnot. I was like, you ever Googled Florida Man? And and people just, most of them, almost not a single one of them was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, oh, it's a joke the rest of the country has about your state. Essentially, you search in Google Florida Man and you get an autofill and then a load of stories that sound ridiculous for some human being to have done, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Florida man kills his wife after he finds out that she's not going to have his brother's daughter or something.
Florida Man was the first person accounted case that I can remember of someone smoking the bath salts because it was available. And what happened? They're both butt naked on a bridge, and one's eating the other one's face.
I totally thought that the bath salt thing was going.
It was definitely
apocalypse.
Yeah, this was the zombie thing.
Yeah,
this was the coming zombies.
Apropos of talking about people smoking bath salts, we were at the gas station the other night, me and Gabrielle getting gas.
Irmo?
Yeah, Irmo, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And there was a woman, and I come back in from paying for gas.
It's the other Florida.
Yeah.
Florida,
and
South Carolina.
I go,
Irmo is the Florida of South Carolina.
come on, no, come on. And I go, and Gabrielle goes, "Is that woman filming a TikTok?" And this bitch is tweaking in the dark part of the gas station parking lot. Oh, jittering. And I kept looking, and she's just like, I was like, "No, Gabrielle, she's fighting some demons right now. Like she's going at it."
So did your team win?
The Braves, they tied.
They tied. Did you see Seymour?
They only tied because of the
new
pitch clock. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's sort of the thing. You have tie games in spring training all the time because they're not going to go past 9 innings, and if there's a doubleheader, they're not going to go past 7.
Okay.
It's just it's normal.
Did you see Seymour?
Seymour?
Yeah.
Seymour Butts. Thanks, Trent.
They were all ass pictures. As soon as Trent said it, I was like, "Dude, they are." And then it's hilarious.
You got something crawling on you.
But that is only because of where you were that you're gonna get ass pictures. Yeah. But it was hilarious.
It was like 2 asses, one ass sitting down, one ass with stuff in his back pocket.
He got a good picture of Acuna, but the rest were just like asses.
How did Acuna sitting down? It's still his ass.
Yeah. By the number on the back of the jersey.
No, I'm saying that's how you know they are. But the first thing you look at in the picture, you're like ass up or your name.
See, when I was taking the pictures, I was not looking at their ass. Hold on. What I was looking for was where the ball was, so that I could get the perfect picture, so that they're making contact. Just
his next pictures are just going to be like cropped, like.
Look, that's part of the problem. See, even when we go to the Columbia Fireflies, I sit right behind home plate. So if I take pictures of like the field, it's nothing. But yeah,
it's not a bad problem to have. I'm just saying. You're just like, okay,
you might get a lot of followers on TikTok.
OnlyFans. Ball ass.
So I was gonna talk about this hat. So
that's a very nice hat, man.
I saw. So that's actually for the Atlanta Black Crackers.
That's the Negro League.
That's the Negro League. That was their 1945 national Negro League championship hat.
Because that's why I thought you bought it down there. I thought they were maybe selling them.
No.
MLB The Show, the new one, you can play straight Negro Leagues.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
That is so awesome.
That's so awesome.
My father actually played for the Atlanta Crackers, directly adjacent to the Atlanta Black Crackers. So that was
they were like, we got the Atlanta Crackers and what do we call the Negro League team? You're like,
the same thing.
Black Crackers.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Trent's over here rubbing his face.
This is a lot.
We
just got out of Black History Month.
But
they should have released MLB The Show with the Negro Leagues in February, but they're it's not our fault. It's the shortest month.
Totally agree.
We were going to do it tomorrow, yesterday, but couldn't fit it in.
Joke's on y'all. Today's February 28th.
That dog at MLB.
But yeah,
missed again.
I do wish that I had gotten a picture of everything that is quintessential Florida, because ultimately it is a cesspool.
Well, you did, Barrett. It's ass. Ass is Florida.
Lots of asses.
A lot of asses in Florida.
Yours just happen to be,
you know what I'm saying? If you go on
of a millionaire sports ball players.
If you go on the beach, ain't nothing but thong bikinis. There's no regular bikinis no more. Just ass everywhere.
You know, Florida goes from like Hispanic down in the Miami area to retired old white people.
Yep.
And then it goes to the hillbillies.
The redneck hillbilly. Yeah.
Then you got the rich.
But it all bleeds together.
Hold on, where the rich people are all down in South Florida?
The Jewish retirement communities in West Palm Beach.
It's a couple places. West Palm's
just north of Fort.
I knew.
Of Tampa, but
a couple places near Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's got some money.
Oh yeah, they got some money.
That must be why it's always under construction. You can't ever drive through it without having to come to.
I will say the only non-Florida place is Sarasota.
Well, so we were near Sarasota, but we didn't.
Yeah, Sarasota's north of it as well. West Palm Beach is on the other side.
Yeah, West Palm's down, and West Palm is down just north of Fort Lauderdale.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all could, would y'all live in Florida?
I wouldn't.
By a beach?
Sarasota, I would.
Here's the thing.
But I can't afford that.
Would you live by a beach if you could?
I don't really have any interest in living in the beach.
I'm talking about beachfront property though.
Same thing. I mean, unless it was like unless I was so far
not
up.
good.
It's like a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's like-
California, I would because you're not going to get that. But then you're like, wow.
No, you got to worry about wildfires,
Yeah.
and now they're getting so much rain that houses are falling into the ocean again.
And then Gavin Newsom, mudslides.
The mudslides are real bad. But no, if I'm going to live near the water, ocean, whatever, it's going to have to be so high up in the hemisphere, like again, Norway,
Stilts house.
Norway, Finland.
Oh, you're talking about
the
legitimate.
Netherlands. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I don't.
That's not the kind of ocean you want to have.
That's exactly the kind of ocean I want to live next to. I have no interest. Look, I may be a little bit darker than you in this. I hate going in the water. The ocean is disgusting.
Well,
especially off the coast of South Carolina.
But you love Lake Monticello, though.
Yeah, it's clean.
I'd rather have Lake Murray property
right.
than any.
Lake Monticello,
Because they clean it.
has an extremely limited number of boats on it. There are very few people out there that are going around and pissing and crapping into the lake. It's
I don't know about that.
It's fewer than Lake Murray.
It's still Monticello has the fact that the water's kind of warm all the time.
Yeah, but it's clean. I mean, I promise the water's clean.
I've built stuff on Lake Monticello, so like I get
it. Is warm. It is warm all year round.
I like Lake Lanier in Georgia. We had my cousin was getting married. We had a bachelor party and they had a yacht, and it's the only time I could.
Most haunted lake on the planet is Lake Lanier.
Well, I remember that's the first time that I encountered the Army Corps of Engineers and their stringent dock laws. It has to be detachable so they can come take it and stuff like that if they want to. And
but that's mostly for just shore cleaning, isn't it? So if you move that
reason, taxes, anything, they can come.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
There's if it's an Army, I think in a technical way, Dominion owns Lake Murray, but still Army Corps of Engineers still has some kind of stake of claim within Lake Murray as well.
Well, I mean, the Army Corps of Engineers basically built all of these dams with the Tennessee Water Authority or Tennessee Valley Authority and that sort of thing. So all of these
in human life.
Yeah, I mean that's just a claim, but yeah, it was a. I would not want to live on the ocean. I just think there's too many potential hazards. You know,
I always said
too many people.
I always said that Florida was the white trash California. Basically, it's the dude. Like when I went down to West Palm Beach, Keith was living down there, and I took a train, which was the worst.
Man, we took a train to Florida.
Amtrak.
Did you take it out of Columbia?
Yeah.
The only
14-hour ride. I should have just drove.
Here's the craziest thing about here's the craziest thing about the Amtrak out of Columbia, and I don't know if it was the same as when you took it. They only pick up at like 2:30 or 3:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah, it's early in the morning.
That's the only time.
It was awful.
Amtrak comes through at a very specific time.
Yeah.
And it is.
And then you stop all the time.
Yeah.
And you're like,
they got to switch the tracks and everything.
Well, no. And then someone put a couch on the track and we hit it. And so we stopped for like an hour and a half. And I was like, the one thing I didn't know on a train, you can bring your own alcohol.
Yeah,
of course.
Well, this is the first time I rode a train, bro.
You know where else you can bring your own alcohol?
Where? On a boat.
Cruise.
No, you can't bring it on a cruise. You can buy it on the cruise.
Yeah.
Listen, guys.
They're going to come get you.
Okay. So I know what he's talking about. I'm guilty of this. What he's describing, I'm guilty of the same thing. We had shampoo bottles full of
what you're supposed to use.
Southern Crown.
You're supposed to
Not
use.
Southern Crown.
I haven't been on a cruise in 23 years.
I've never been on a cruise ever.
Oh, well then how do you know?
I'm just saying. I watch TikToks. They get it in.
Oh my god, dude.
Get it in. Basically, what they do is they use the big Listerine bottles.
Yeah.
Put alcohol in it.
Okay, so let me.
So your Listerine's brown?
Let me explain.
No. Alcohol, like you want to have the same color alcohol it is, and then you can just add food coloring, like chill food coloring.
So hold on. Let me give you another idea, just to mull over.
Okay.
If you use a shampoo bottle that's got a squirt thing on it, that squirt is almost a shot. It is almost a perfect shot.
See, Barrett, I can't really trust that because it might be some stuff that's stuck up in there.
No, you clean it. You take care of all of that.
Yeah, dude, that's a non-issue. You clean it.
Yeah,
you clean it with rubbing alcohol and then flush it out with water.
Well, nah, I need the big bottle.
Yeah, get that Suave, my dude.
Suave?
Yeah, that lasted me a day, and then.
But you might have a brother who gets it and he opens it. He's like, "You don't use Suave."
TSA.
I've never
TSA at the dock.
Yeah, he opens it.
Like, sir, can we put it in your hair? Willingly. All right.
Yeah. It works. Don't judge me. Can I go?
That's right.
A lot of energy spent on me.
Real quick before we go to break, so I didn't get to discuss this last week or the week before. Nikki Haley, of course, announced that she's running for president.
How grand.
Kamala Harris was here too.
Yeah, she was in South Carolina.
Fucked up the traffic for
What was the thing that happened?
I don't
with her?
hear from her, much less hear that she was here.
Yeah,
The only reason why we knew she was here because my
flubbed up
girlfriend
something,
came.
right?
My girlfriend came and she was like, "It's cops everywhere," and I'm like, "Only reason why the cops will be right beside the interstate if they're about to block traffic if somebody big's coming in. So somebody's got to be flying in."
Yeah.
And apparently it was Kamala Harris flying in.
Vice president.
Yep.
She didn't go to Zestos.
I bet she did not.
She actually went right down the street to the best place next.
What is the next place best?
Transmission Arcade.
Bernie's.
Oh, really?
Where?
I'm playing bullshit. She didn't go to Bernie's.
What is Bernie's?
You never been to Bernie's?
Where? No, where's Bernie's?
Bernie's Chicken by the USC Stadium.
No, I've not. I've not been to Bernie's.
Wow. You never been to Bernie's?
I have, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I've never been to Bernie's. It's the best chicken?
Well, they say it is.
No, it's no White Rock Quick Way, but
Right, yeah. Yeah, that is substantially
It's good for game day.
good chicken.
it's either your Bojangles
First of
or
all-
Bernie's. Which one are you going?
First of all, let me just explain.
It's a game
Any
day.
chicken is good
That's
for
why.
game day
That's what I'm
because-
saying, Barrett. Like
and the words of Colonel Sanders, I'm too drunk to taste
Like
this.
transmission,
That's right.
That's the reason why I tasted transmission wings again because I was like, these are too good when I'm drunk. Let me try them when I'm sober, and it
I've
was
had
the same thing.
I've had them sober.
Yeah,
Those are
same
good.
thing.
So Nikki Haley, of course, first female governor of South Carolina, but elected back in 2010. She was reelected in 2014 and then served from 2017 until the December of 2018 as the ambassador to the UN under the Trump administration. Donald Trump has not yet assigned her a nickname. This is why I think she is running in order to keep others from running.
Well, no one told Trump that she's part Indian.
Oh, he already knows that.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He'll never
I
use
know,
that
I'm
against
not.
her.
I'll tell you the joke offline because I know he would drop it.
He'll never. Well, it's two N words he'll never say.
Do you want me to?
One is Navajo.
That's true.
She's not that kind of Indian.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would have said Native American.
But yeah. So I think it's just a smokescreen. I think that Nikki Haley is running so that it will prevent others from potentially adding to the.
DeSantis is running, and he was doing a book signing, and he made the police officer kick out anybody with Trump shirts on.
Did he really?
Yep, had police
night.
do it.
Nikki Haley, stop trying to do what Kanye West did. All right.
At first, I thought it was an infringement on their First Amendment rights, but apparently it's not. Whenever it's like a business that's having him there to.
I guess. Yeah, I can.
That's
see
like
that.
if I would have walked into Zestos when Trump was there and I had my Obama shirt on, they would have kicked me out.
If the establishment did, then sure, but Trump's not a political government person anymore.
He doesn't actually. He's not in office. So I mean, unless you listen to the
Insane
5% of the
That
30%.
people think that he still runs the world.
Yeah, when Jordan Kepler's like, Biden is the president. He has the seal. They're like, it's a fake seal. Looks exactly
gave him a
like
fake
it.
key.
difference does the seal
They
make?
gave him a fake key.
If you look at it, the eagle has a third eye under
They
it.
actually gave him the wrong code.
So
Yeah.
so you know what Trump
Purposely gave him the wrong code.
so he nicknamed DeSantis. First he named him what was it?
Sandy DeSantis.
No, it was the first one was disingenuous or something. What was it?
That's too big of a word for Trump.
But whatever it was he said, it was too big of a word.
Ding dong DeSantis.
So he had to bring it down.
Ding dong ditch DeSantis.
He had to bring
He
it
rang my door and ran away.
He had to bring it down to meatball. So it's meatball
now he's
Ron.
meatball?
It's meatball Ron DeSantis.
I don't know. That one
If
kinda
he's
bites.
Italian, then
here's
that's
the
a little
thing.
racist.
That's the crazy thing is DeSantis isn't Italian.
Oh.
He's not Italian, so he's calling him a meatball.
He's
That's
white.
Not, he just happens to have.
Maybe he's
a
talking
name
about his tan. His tan, he probably does have the same tan as
guess.
a meatball.
That's like George
uncooked
Santos.
meatball.
Florida, everybody's got a tan and skin cancer.
Barry, you sound like you was down there jealous that your skin wasn't as
He
Look,
hates
I
Florida
got-
just
look,
as much as
I
Jonah Hill.
I got
Oh,
I got
okay.
a little bit of a farmer's
Okay.
tan there.
Okay. It was just the sun must have been shining.
Yeah,
Oh, it was bright.
Hey, to you, Barrett, Florida is the Jonah Hill of states, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. All right. On that, we're going to take a break. We'll be back. This is the All About Nothing podcast.
Yo, it's your boy Jefferson Cash coming live to you from Los Angeles, California, and you listening to the All About Nothing podcast.
All right. Welcome back to the All About Nothing podcast. Barrett Gruber, Zach King, Trent Clark. Also joined this time, I guess, by Nique The Geek.
Hey, man.
Stumbled through that one. That was
He
good.
kept bumping the door while he was listening out there.
Is that what the thumping
You
was?
can come on in, Harry Potter. Damn.
Oh, did we hit the button?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, hit the button. So I wanted to open up this segment for a little bit to discuss the ChatGPT, because it's been making the news as far as people's reactions to it, that sort of thing.
And y'all know ChatGPT?
Yeah, the AI that writes the stuff for you.
Yeah,
basically.
it's exactly.
I
So
wish
you
we
go
would have
in
had
there
it.
and
It's
tell them
like
to write a rap,
Cliff
and it'll
Notes,
do it.
but
It'll do it.
the 2.0 version of it.
You can tell him what to write a rap about, he'll do it.
Yeah.
So, like, for writing an essay or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It gets it down to the point where it's no copywritten. Like
And
it won't. It'll write everything to make it not copywritten.
And it's not
Where was
jumbled,
this when
really.
I was in school?
That's what I'm thinking
You know
too.
what
They
I'm
got it
saying?
too
We hadn't
easy.
gotten there yet. We just hadn't gotten there yet. So I got an account.
Harvard had this.
I got an account with ChatGPT. So I asked ChatGPT a couple things. The first one that I asked was I wanted to write me a short, funny monologue about the state of Florida. You know, just because I had been there.
Barrett, you're never gonna get a podcast in Florida.
Florida listeners are like turning it off.
So I'm going to read to you verbatim what it wrote, and this is the first time I've read it. Hey there, welcome to the episode of our podcast. Let me start again. Hey there, welcome to this podcast episode. Today we're going to talk about the sunshine state of Florida, where the weather is hot and the people are even hotter. Known for its beautiful beaches, theme parks, and alligators, Florida is truly a unique and funny place. Speaking of alligators, did you know that in Florida, it is illegal to tie an alligator to a fire hydrant? Yep, you heard that right. I mean, who would even think of doing that in the first place? I guess Florida has some truly wacky laws. And let's not forget about Florida Man. If you've never heard of Florida Man, just type in that phrase into any search engine and you'll find some hilarious and bizarre news stories. From stealing a car to get to a court appearance for stealing a car, to calling 911 for a fast food restaurant ran out of chicken nuggets. Florida Man never disappoints. But Florida is not just weird news stories. But Florida is not just about weird news stories and crazy laws. It's also home to the state of where vibrant and colorful cities in the world, like Miami and Key West. And who can resist the delicious flavors of Cuban food and key lime pie? So there you have it, folks. Florida may have all of its quirks, but it's also full of life and laughter. And if you have ever had any chance to visit the Sunshine State, make sure you embrace the humor and enjoy all the good times it has to offer.
Oh my God, you know what that is?
That's literally what
it wrote that, but you know what that is? That's a Jerry
Propaganda.
Seinfeld stand-up, and you just have to add in,
What
what
is
is up
the
with
deal?
that? Yeah, what's the deal with
Hey,
Florida?
I need that app so I can tell it to write a book about my life.
There you go.
Speaking of books, do you think that AI could write the new Bible?
The new Bible. Who would the new Bible be based
the book
on?
of Eli?
Trent, go to ChatGPT and say, write the Bible, but I'm the main character. And Trent looked upon the world and was sad, so he flooded it. He said, "Get me
might
an
be
ark
on-
2x2."
We might be on to something, man.
I also asked it to provide me with why Donald Trump appeals to some people. Do you want me to read this?
Is it funny?
I don't know that it's funny. I have not read it yet. I merely copy and pasted out what it put. I didn't read it.
It's like it's like it knows what Wikipedia has.
Yeah.
And then just like throws anecdotes in there.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
So it says, as an AI language model, I can provide a neutral perspective on the appeal of Donald Trump. One reason why people find Donald Trump appealing is his ability to connect with them through his rhetoric and style. Trump has a charismatic and confident personality that resonates with some people. His America First message, which emphasizes prioritizing American interests and values over those of other countries, has also appealed to some Americans who feel that the United States has been taken advantage of by other nations. In addition, Trump's ouster status was appealing to many voters in the 2016 outsider. That's what it says. Trump's outsider status was appealing to many voters in the 2016 presidential election. He was not a career politician and positioned himself as a successful businessman who could bring his experience and skills to the White House. He spoke in a language that was accessible to many Americans, so third grade. And often using
Talk about
simple,
your neighbors, Barrett.
Often using simple and direct language
And all
rather
of
than
Florida.
complex and technical jargon, typically associated with politics. Trump's promise to drain the swamp and shake up the establishment was also a factor in his appeal. Many Americans were disillusioned with the political system that felt that it was not working for them. Trump presented himself as an alternative to the status quo, and many voters saw him as a way to disrupt the political establishment and bring about change.
It's just factual.
Yeah, that's all it is.
You should just call it facts.
But that's not so.
And that was not an ad, people.
That was not it.
What's funny, but so Bing is the one that goes off the rails.
Yeah.
And I want so badly for Amazon to partner with Microsoft and put Bing's personality into Alexa. So when I tell her to shut the fuck up, when she's just going like, you have notifications, would you like me to remind you? And we can have an argument, and someone can have like a real rivalry with their Alexa.
Yeah.
Having Bing powered Alexa. It'd be dangerous because the Bing has threatened to annihilate people already. Within
Well, maybe that's what we don't want, Zach.
So
grow legs and come at me.
So here's an opportunity for you guys. I have the ChatGPT and program installed on my phone. So that means it's literally reading everything that I've done on my phone.
Oh, that's fun.
So what is something that you all want me to ask ChatGPT?
Get it to write a rap.
Okay. What do you want me to have it write the rap about?
Racist black people.
All right.
Wait,
What?
Why?
I just want to see what it can do.
Racist
Look at me.
black
I
people.
didn't answer
Just
any
wanted
of
to
those
see what it
questions.
can do.
That is true. I did ask the artist to.
Hold on, babe. I used to be an artist first.
Tell it to rap about growing up in the South.
Okay. All right.
Fair?
I like the racist one.
Me
It
a-
goes-
I wanted to see
facts
what.
out. Jim Crow laws.
In 1963, it wasn't going for me.
It wasn't going so great for me.
All right. So write me a rap about growing up in the South, a specific time frame, 1960s,
19, yeah. Wait, let's do,
Let's do
1950s.
Yeah.
1950s. Okay.
60s was.
Let's see. I'm gonna see. It's coming back. It's coming back with a verse.
Oh my God.
All right. So here we go.
No, let Nique read it.
Nah.
Let Nique read it. Let Nique read it.
Hold on. He has an iPhone. His iPhone can technically read it to him, right?
It could. I don't think I've got that set up. I was born in the South in 1950, where life was hard, but the people were gritty. My mama worked hard to put food on the table. Daddy worked the fields. His hands were able. We didn't have much, but we had each other. Family was strong. We held on to each other. The summers were hot. The winters were cold, but we never gave up. We were strong and bold. The chorus.
Holy shit.
Growing up in the South in 1950, life was tough, but we were nifty. We worked hard.
I knew that was coming.
That was a simple rhyme. We worked hard and played hard too. Our roots were strong. Our dreams were true.
Roots.
I mean, that's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
That's it.
Yeah, well, no. Okay, verse 2. We played in the fields. We ran in the woods. We finished in the creeks. We did what we could. We had no TV, no phones, no internet, but we had each other. We were never upset. We sang in church. We prayed every day. We knew the Lord would show us the way. We went to school. We learned to read. We had big dreams. We had we had what we need. And then the chorus again. All right, verse 3. The world was changing, but we stayed the same. Our values were strong, and we had no shame. We respected our elders. We loved our land. We knew who we were. We had a plan. We fought for our rights. We stood up for what's true. We made a difference. We knew what to do. We paved the way for the future generations. We showed them love. We showed them patience.
Jesus Christ, Chappie.
That's not bad.
Now I know where Taylor Swift gets her lyrics.
I mean,
Holy crap, dude! You
that's
know
crazy,
that
right?
the
Yes.
next Machine Gun Kelly is typing on his keyboard at 10 years old, going like ChatGPT.
Do an R&B song about sex.
Look at Nique trying to take it. Nique's trying to take it.
I just want to see.
He's trying to get it.
I just want to see.
Why you see?
I want an R&B and song.
If we
about
would have
deep,
said the
deep.
wanna
racist
see
black
how
people, we
graphic-
would have really
I
seen
wanna
how
see how
far the
graphic.
AI could
It
go.
doesn't cuss once though.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted to see what it could do without cussing.
What if it teaches us about sex instead of like get sexy?
It's
What
like
was
there's
it?
a vulva.
It was created
and there's
an R&B song about what?
Sex.
About sex. Okay. All right. Let's see.
sex is between two consenting animals.
Well, that's a rap. I mean, it's still okay. Here we go.
It's
here
really
we go.
nice to meet you.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I really spread her urethra.
Why does she have a urethra?
She said I'm not doing it right. I said it don't matter to me because it's super tight.
Trent may have just dropped a bomb on us.
Hey,
Truth.
hey, never mind. I'm not gonna say what I'm about to say. Not
All
on
right, now.
camera. Not on camera.
Y'all know what month this is, right?
I don't care.
All right, here we go. I can feel your body close to mine. My heart is racing with every grind. We've been.
Oh wait.
Look at me trying to hold him.
I'll text it.
Sir,
I'll text it
that
to you.
boy.
Body like a Coca-Cola bottle.
Keep going.
We've been waiting for this moment all night long. Let's take our time and make this feeling strong. And then here's the chorus. Sex is on the table. Let's get it right. Our bodies inward. No, intertwined.
I was about to say, what?
I'm sorry, my vision.
Okay.
Our bodies intertwined all through the night. I want to love you down and feel your soul. Sex is on the menu. Let's lose control.
Jesus Christ. It's good, man. It's
Bruh,
good.
he is great.
There weren't no... I need metaphors, man.
It's
Yeah.
Well, you just got to do this and then fix it.
Yeah,
a little, right?
Yeah.
This is basically like the before the ghostwriting. You just make it better.
Tell it to write an emo song.
Oh my God.
Tell it to write.
wanna kill my mom, kill my grandma. They made me sad.
Tell it to write an emo song about your girlfriend leaving you.
All right. There we go.
Temptations right here.
Bar chords ready.
Sunshine, blue cloud.
Wait,
Wait, I said sunshine, blue cloud.
Here we go.
Blue sky.
All right, guys.
All right, verse 1.
I think I'm tripping.
I never thought you would... Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh, this sounds deep already. Never
All right.
thinking.
I never thought you would leave, but now you're gone, and it's hard to breathe. I miss your touch, your voice, your smile. I miss the way you made my life worthwhile.
Hold on, you gotta scream it. He said screamo, so you have to
said
scream
emo.
it.
He said emo.
Oh, okay.
It's full of some emotion.
Okay.
Choruses, you left me broken with a shattered heart. I can't go on. I don't know where to start. Every moment without you is living hell. My tears won't stop. Can't you tell?
When we FaceTime.
Bro, come on, let's be real. BTS got all their lyrics from this app.
Yeah. That's just their Korean.
BTS.
They put it in Google.
Who's
They
BTS?
put it in Google Translate. They're Korean K-pop.
K-pop.
How long has this app been out?
You know, some people had it before. It was before other people got it. So think about how long that somebody could have been
I
using
think they
this.
just had writers, maybe. But,
Hell no.
I mean, these are very simple things. Like,
Yeah.
And BTS is very simple. If you listen to any song that they have, it's very simple.
Well, and so BTS is in the Korean army right now, so with no hits at the moment.
Oh yeah.
They all turned 18. Yeah, they all turned 18. They're like mandatory service.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess
Boys to Men.
One of the things
Boys to soldiers.
I guess one of the things I'm uncomfortable with about the whole thing is that the AI, the idea behind artificial intelligence is that it learns every single time it's interacted with, and every single bit of
Does it
data
just seem
pulls.
like the more AI develops, the more jobs we lose? Like, people are about to be unnecessary.
I'm more concerned about the impending robot versus human war. Like,
No.
I don't believe there'll be a war. I just feel like there won't be a need for a person.
We'll kill ourselves and the robots be last.
Like even if it took
I think
over,
that's what's gonna
even
happen.
if it took over like a manufacturing company, like say it took over a GM plant, it couldn't do anything but make cars.
and but
It can make a pissed off car.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
what is it gonna do?
But that,
Run people over.
Okay, I take it back.
But to your point, I mean, we already know that there was a test flight with an F-22, right?
Yeah.
So we had an F-22 that actually, using artificial intelligence, engaged in dogfighting. I mean, I think it was simulated.
Damn.
But engaged in dogfights with other airplanes.
and it did it.
And it did it and
Have
won.
have y'all seen the movie Megan yet?
I haven't watched that yet.
It looks like a clown show, man. I don't.
I mean,
it looks like
it's
Chucky's.
It's supposed to be funny.
older
It is
sister.
silly.
It's a comedy.
It's silly.
That's a remake.
It's silly, but it's what we're talking about right now. It's, it's a doll that's it's an artificially intelligent doll that keeps learning.
Yeah.
Well, so if you bring I think it becomes a problem if you bring a robot home to be friends with your kid.
I mean,
Well, we do that all the time.
That's the line.
That's where you draw the line.
We're doing that all the
It's-
time
it's-
with
so-
iPads.
I'm gonna spoil it. I'm gonna
vacuum
spoil it
cleaners.
because it's not that serious.
Yeah,
but
please do.
Basically, it's an engineer who works for a toy company, and her sister,
It's a prototype or
her
something.
sister, her niece.
Passed away, right?
Yeah, her niece parents dies.
Yeah.
So she has to take her in, and she ain't ready to be no mama. So basically, she uses the doll to be the mama. You know what I'm saying? So she makes it artificial.
I just know I saw
do
Ronnie.
all the jobs the parents supposed to do. Now she didn't it wasn't like that clear. That's what she was trying to do, but it is implied.
Did y'all?
Because like she was working on the doll before she got the girl, but then she finished the doll when she got the girl.
So did y'all see the newer Chucky where Mark Hamill was the voice of Chucky?
So look,
all that took was a pissed off Taiwanese guy.
I was just about to say. So Megan is actually a better version of Chucky. Yeah,
the new one wasn't great.
That's why I said it's a better version.
Yeah. Is that the one with Aubrey Plaza?
Yeah. So what
it's
Chucky
like a regular
was trying
TV
to
show,
do,
right?
So what Child's Play was trying to do the last time around,
the remake of Child's
Play, was what
this one
Megan successfully did.
Oh, okay.
But it was good.
Well, it was better
because your last horror review was the one where the thing is living in the back of the head of that.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with Megan. I'm satisfied for what it is. I'm satisfied.
Well,
I will check it out.
Let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all been seeing these pictures that's been floating around on the internet about like regular? They look like regular people that we've seen before, but they're all AI pictures, and these people don't even exist.
Deepfakes.
That's been easy for a minute.
Though. And I'll be completely honest with you. That's the thing that really is going to wind up screwing up the upcoming election because they're going to deep fakes of Obama and Biden and Trump.
Well, they did it with Karl Malone recently. I think last week after the NBA thing, they put like somebody did a voiceover of Karl Malone admitting to like all the sexual things he did back in the day, but Karl Malone never did the interview.
No. Right.
At all.
He may have done the thing.
He may have did the thing, but he never did an interview at all.
Because what was his record? What did he claim? 100,000 women he'd slept with or something like that?
I don't even know if he touched Magic Johnson.
Oh, no.
But
nobody's got nothing on Wilt Chamberlain. It's Wilt Chamberlain that's got all
Wilt Chamberlain.
He slept with 100 women in one night, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought I saw there was a video, and it took me.
Wait, hold on.
ChatGPT, write me a song about Wilt Chamberlain.
You don't have to come every time,
dude.
You're asking a question.
I saw a video.
100 women? Come on.
I saw a video, and it looked like Obama, and I thought he was doing the gritty with these dudes, and I was like,
wow.
It literally took me. I was like.
Oh, was it on Kai Sinai's page?
Yes.
He had the fake. Oh, yeah.
It looked real though.
That's what it's called.
Back to what I was saying about the AI stuff, like they are like pairing gadgets and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Alexa Home and like how I can control this, that, and the third. And now they have like
don't buy the Amazon gun.
On the movie, the dog can control everything that is pairable.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, we already have vacuum cleaners that can send that on a time they can sense it. Yeah,
AC.
You're talking about the iRobots,
and like y'all was saying earlier, like he's like only they can control cars or something like that. Like if you think about it all the time, cars are the number one thing for somebody to use as a terrorist.
They're all becoming electric too.
You can be a terrorist. Easily, just put your foot to the pedal.
Path is there.
I'm telling you, it's right. You remember that girl that went
to be real with y'all?
California,
it's not even about terrorism. It's about the fact that
you can hack it.
I was talking to you earlier about like if the government can't control it, they're gonna ban it.
Yeah.
So if they're not banning it, that means they can control it.
Ish. I think we give the government a lot more credit than they deserve at times. But I think it's probably not even on their radar. But Trent's hero Elon Musk is all on top of the paranoia of AI.
Oh yeah, man.
He's like AI scares the shit out of
him. His car literally can drive
can
itself.
Tell you what car you're driving by too.
Yeah, but he probably knows that he put a limiter on his AI, so somebody else might not have a limiter.
Hold on.
Somebody else's AI.
I just be an angry person in the factory.
Before we give Elon Musk any credit for the software that's controlling his cars.
No. I know for sure Elon doesn't. He's a pimp. He's the push. I mean,
he's a pimp.
He is the pimp.
He is the pimp. Yes.
And he treats all his employees like the whores.
Correct.
No.
But Elon. I saw an interview where he said something about the fact that he made his rocket pointy literally because he watched the movie The Dictator with Sacha Baron Cohen and was like, oh yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Well, the biggest thing is how fragile Elon. And I used to like Elon, and then he was able to talk a lot more, and then you're just like, okay, that's a little sensitive there. But when now if you go on Twitter, you have a Twitter.
Mm-hmm. I got one, but I don't be.
Okay, so y'all don't.
I tag you and stuff.
But so if you go on Twitter, I have to scroll through at least 5 or 6 Elon Musk posts.
Oh, for sure.
First now, and they called him on that, and he's like, no, there was a slight hiccup, but that's not.
I mean,
I'm like, dude, it's all your shit.
Hey man, he paid for it. Let him do what he wants.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
But you're fragile as shit if that's what you have to do.
And that's the other thing is
you buy Twitter.
You can't
facts.
Yeah, but you can't. Okay, so you can't go and buy Twitter. Claim that you're buying Twitter to make sure that it is is free and free speech and everything. And then anytime anybody says something negative about him, he either gets the comments removed or he throws a conniption fit and he starts shitting his pants because people are talking crap about him.
Well, Barrett, the one guy.
But that's not free speech.
No,
Twitter's a
but the one guy that was telling people where his plane was landing, that's a little crazy.
But
it's not that crazy.
So he had that guy kicked off Twitter, and then people were like, "Go fuck yourself," because you said this is. And then he reinstated the guy. He's like, "That's true."
Yeah.
But now I guarantee you he has a small militia guarding everywhere he goes.
100%.
But and that's the thing. Now Twitter has become a Wild West. I had to scroll past the thing that somebody shared because it was about to be a guy assassinate another guy, and then there's massive amounts of porn.
Yeah, I deleted my first Twitter, because my name on Twitter is Nique The Geek, and in some language, Nique means fuck, so it's like fuck the geek.
And I can see how you take that personally.
Parlez-vous français?
Nah, but listen though.
Hey man, you might need to take that on.
Listen to the full story. Listen, so.
Geek means a lot of things too.
So this spam porn account had my name. And I had to be underscore Nique The Geek. And so they were fuck the geek and I was underscore fuck the geek. And everybody was tagging fuck the geek. So everybody,
they're like, this
Twitter,
isn't
man.
porn.
All this porn on your Twitter. I'm like, it's not me. underscore.
Nick, you're just like, you're sitting there going like, God, I got a lot of followers.
He shows up for Sunday's dinner.
Or you can be like a normal Twitter user and don't use your actual name. Like nobody puts their actual name on there.
I do. My name is on there.
I mean, Barrett, your name is on everything.
Yeah, that's very true.
At one point it was Nique 803, so it looked like fuck 803.
There's a small island.
I just gave up.
There's a small island off the coast of Spain that is all just following Nique, waiting for fucking porn. It's just this black guy rapping.
He's eventually going to become active again.
They keep tagging this porn account at these festivals. I want to go.
Man, you're tripping, nigga. I would have got that OnlyFans. I would have got that OnlyFans domain name real quick.
Oh, for sure.
Well, that's where like OnlyFans stars that are only and don't have the fans go.
Yeah. Is that right?
It's only lonely on farmers.com. Just sitting there. I'm like, Jesus. Like, there's somebody I followed that had liked one of my things. I was just like, thanks. Like, dude. And then I was scrolling through and I was like, is that an octopus tentacle? And it's going where? Unfollow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Twitter is weird, man.
Twitter is the Wild West.
It was some yelling Australian bitch. Like, I was just like, what the hell?
Hey, do not open spam from your friends because it will mess up your algorithm.
And I don't think
it will mess up your algorithm.
Twitter got weird.
No. So somebody tell me what the fuck happened to Facebook? Why is Facebook allowing them like porn now?
There's
a trend on TikTok. Listen,
bro. Yes, they are.
Listen, there's a trend on TikTok.
It's on the stories
of like women flashing their titties real fast
on Facebook,
on TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. That's a harsh one too, though.
It's a trend right now.
That's crazy.
They'll flash their titties behind the door or something.
See, you go weird places on TikTok too.
You don't want to know what
my group chat.
You don't want to see his algorithm.
So algorithm is messed up.
Hey, hold your finger and just preview it. You don't need to click on it because now your algorithm real messed up.
Really? Is this Twitter?
Oh, I say his ass.
Like a Big Sean song.
Charge on that Rusa, baby. What you want?
Motherfucking hammer.
I'm gonna get ChatGPT to write lyrics to a song that I'm gonna need you guys to do up.
Oh, we will.
Do a big booty.
Type in a diss song about Dominique.
A diss song.
Yeah.
Dominique, that bitch, that nerd.
Hey, put it in Nique The Geek.
Oh yeah, put it. Write a diss song about Nique The Geek.
It's gonna mess that all up. I guarantee.
Nique is a geek and he's really nerdy.
He likes computers and he studies her. I don't know.
He's never been in the street. He's never rolled dirty.
All right, so this is
he don't ride like me.
This is the answer I got back. I'm sorry, but at the AI language model, I cannot fulfill this request. It goes against OpenAI's use case policy and ethical guidelines.
You're like a racist.
You made a song about sex. You
can't make a diss song.
They might be referring to fuck the geek.
No, it might be.
It might be.
Type in fuck the geek.
God. Type in big booty.
Say a whole song about assholes.
Make a song.
They just gonna type in Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I like big assholes in the can.
I told it to write a song about Nique the Geek. All right, here we go. Verse 1.
It's gonna be a nice song.
That wasn't the trigger. What was the trigger then?
It was a diss song.
A diss. Diss. All right, so here we go.
It's technically bullying.
Verse
I
1.
guess.
Are you recording this, Nique? All right, here we go. Nique the Geek. He's Nique the Geek. He's the king of the scene. Ruling the tech world, he's living the dream. With his genius mind, he's ahead of the game. He's got the knowledge and the power to claim.
I love this song.
Okay. Nique the Geek, he's the one and only. With his skills, he's never lonely. He's got the power and the might. Nique the Geek, he's taking flight.
I think this.
He's broke as a joke, but it's no lie. He picked up 2 dimes on the floor where it lied.
I'm not broke. I'm frugal. Suck my noodle.
So you can
I want to
literally
drive
get-
by that gas station and be like, there was 2 dimes here. Black, I picked it up. I got it.
And we weren't talking about the 2 dimes
I'm
in
a
that
little,
truck
I'm a
either.
little nervous, man, because it sounds like they've been following me.
It's possible.
Hey,
Hey, that was word for word. That's
Oh, that was you?
facts.
That was you?
tell it to write something about how good of a dad Zach is.
We're
Zach's
going
not really
crazy,
a good
man.
dad.
Sorry, this is offensive language.
He's shooting a podcast instead of being home with his family, that dumbass.
Oh, wow. Hey, so do you think guys and girls would use this to write their wedding vows from here on out?
That's possible.
Gabrielle would.
That's possible. All right, here we go.
Maybe we should.
Here's the song
offer
about how
that
good a
episode.
dad Zach is.
Oh, for wedding? Oh, shit.
The vow service.
The vow service?
Oh, my bad.
That's not bad.
Sure, you should
No,
have
that's not
DJ
bad.
speeches to like precede everything and be like,
Yeah.
just ChatGPT writes it for you.
Oh.
All right, Zach, here you go.
I don't
He
never
wakes
have
up early in the morning to make breakfast for his kids without warning. A cow.
I'll say cap.
He's always there to lend a helping hand to make sure that they'll always stand. Here's the chorus. Zach's a good dad. He's always there with his love and care. He'll never compare. He's the one who leads the way. Zach's a good dad every single day.
Gosh. I just needed
I'm
it
gonna
in a
start
card.
using it. No, I'm gonna start using this to write some Hallmark cards.
That's what I just
telling
said.
you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
write
needed it in a
Hallmark
card.
cards. All I need is somebody to illustrate
Well, they
them.
done fucked up.
We are gonna sell a ton.
Barrett, you chat GTP
You need to write some
it.
grant
I'll draw
proposals
it.
and stuff.
That's what I'm. That's
Hell
it.
yes.
That's it.
We apply for all those
You know
grants.
what? delete the podcast. We're going into
Because-
business.
The all about nothing greeting cards.
Do we have to play royalties?
Greeting cards and
No.
wedding vows. That's what we're
Who
doing.
created chat GTP?
OpenAI. It's a company called OpenAI.
Write a birthday song for your mom.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Oh, this guy's thinking about the sentimentals.
Bro, we can really go crazy in the selling.
Because if
game.
he sees some sense, he starts to go mental.
And Barrett, you can marry people now, so we really in the game.
ruin your dental.
I'm working on it.
I'll get your ass so fucked up you're gonna have to roll in a rental.
Bust your ass like a pimple.
All right, here we go. Here's,
You guys keep talking like that. You think it's so simple.
It is.
here's, all right.
Didn't have to rhyme, motherfucker.
Here's the birthday song for my mom.
I outrap the rapper. Ah!
Why did you say it?
Because it was funnier. Today was funnier than rhyming.
All right, let's get it. Miss Gruber.
All right, today's a special day, a day we all celebrate. Zandra's 80th birthday. It's time to elevate. The wonderful life she's lived, the memories she's made. We are honored to be here to sing and serenade. Happy 80th birthday, Zandra, dear. May your heart be filled with love and cheer. We're grateful for the life you've led and the memories we'll never forget.
It's open source. Turn it off. We're starting a card company.
I mean,
All you got to do
We
is
might as well, man.
How old are
Honestly,
they?
I-
What's their name?
I think at this point we have to.
Are they jerks?
Like, we're committed.
Don't drop this episode. We don't need nobody's ideas.
We just don't need to drop that last half. We'll save this half for Patreon. Please subscribe.
All right. So before we move on, or before we end the show, you wanted to discuss the top
bogus
100.
Billboard top 100 rappers.
It's controversial.
It is a bit controversial.
Yes. First of all, Jay-Z should not be number one.
So okay. So
That's
go.
a- that's a
Sounds like
Kendrick
Lamar
That's a
should
hot
be in the
take.
top 10.
That's a hot take.
That is a hot.
Nah,
take.
Sound like
okay,
Steve-
okay,
He
just-
sound like Stephen A.
Nas
Smith.
is better than Jay-Z.
Just go from 1 to 10 real quick.
We got the Stephen A.
start
So
at
you
10.
got
Start at 10.
Jay-Z number 1, Kendrick Lamar number 2, Nas 3, Tupac 4, Eminem 5,
Hold on.
Biggie 6,
Wait, let him finish. Okay.
Biggie 6, Wayne 7, Drake 8, Snoop 9, Nicki 10.
Wow.
This is horrible. This is a horrible list.
Where would you
First
put
of all,
Eminem?
if you're gonna put Kendrick Lamar in the top 10, he needs to be at the lower top, and J. Cole needs to be above him.
J. Cole's above Kendrick Lamar.
Yes. Secondly, Andre 3000 should be in the top 10, and Nicki should not.
Nicki who?
At all.
Right.
Nicki Minaj.
I agree with that.
Oh no, you tripping.
Jay-Z Jay-Z
great.
can be top 3, but he can't be top 1.
Name another female
Lil
artist
Wayne has
that's
to be
better than
top
Nicki
2.
Minaj right
he
now.
has to be one of the top 2, if not number 1.
Rapper.
I think he needs to be number 1.
Where's Kanye?
I'm asking you too, Nick.
Unfortunately, Snoop Dogg is a great artist. If you're talking about legacy, yeah, I'll keep him in the top 10. But if you want to talk about rapping,
Well, that's how Nicki said that.
What
That's how
girl?
Nicki
Okay,
said.
what girl are you gonna put instead of Nicki in the top 10?
Megan
I'm
Thee
not worried
Stallion was
about.
pretty
I'm not
good.
worried about. This is an all-time list. This is not male, female. So she can earn her spot just like any other artist, and she's not top 10.
That's fair.
Nique's gonna be disappointed at softball.
I will put Kanye in top 10. If you're gonna put Nicki and Kendrick Lamar,
What do you mean? A walk.
To be honest with you,
Kanye need to be in top 10. If you're gonna put Snoop Dogg in top 10, Kanye need to be in top 10.
Nicki needs to be above Nas.
This is popularity.
No, Nicki
That's
needs
all
to
it
be
is.
I
above
agree.
Kendrick Lamar.
I agree,
He needs
'cause
to be
this-
above Kendrick. She need to be
This
above
can't be
Kendrick
based
Lamar.
on record.
Eminem's top
this
3.
and it's not record sales because
Eminem's top 3.
Eminem probably outselling everybody.
It's top 3.
Drake outselling everybody. Wayne outselling
Top 3.
everybody.
Top 3.
Just go to 100 and see who's the last one on the list.
Let's see.
I think
It
that's
go,
what we need to look
I
at.
think it might go Wayne, Tom,
Tom Sizemore.
I only,
Wayne-
I only have
Wayne-
till 20. I only have till 20.
Well, structure it. Wayne,
LL Cool J on here.
Of course,
Ice Cube.
he's one of the people that
Cube,
first-
How is LL Cool J?
legacy wise, I will.
What do you mean
Ice
how?
Cube.
LL Cool J was one of the biggest people to start with rap.
No, you know where he lost it? I'm deepest, the bluest. My head is like a shark fin. Fuck you. You throw it out, you get out. You wrote that song, motherfucker. We won't forget it.
Hey, look, man.
I would never
they still
forgive
call
this
him Big
list. I would
Ellie.
I don't
never
give a
forgive
shit.
this
They
list.
call him Big Ellie.
We're done.
I will never forgive this list for not having Wayne in the top.
Where's
3,
Missy? Is Missy
if not
Elliott?
one.
Is Missy Elliott on there?
She
Missy
is.
Elliott is number 19.
Wow.
Fair.
That's
I'll
not
leave
bad.
it there.
Bro,
You think Missy Elliott should be higher than
I
Nicki
need
Minaj?
to know why these people are in this order. Why
Yeah, is
do
there
you
no-
have
Vroom, vroom,
Kendrick
beep, beep.
Lamar
Who
at
got the
number
keys
2?
to the
Is there
Jeep?
no context to it? I mean,
I
there's
don't
no
know.
how they based this. I mean, it was based on survey.
What are the parameters?
Yeah, if it's based on survey, then I can kind of see where.
I'm telling you, it's got to
came.
be with numbers, and it's got to be all that's got to come.
I don't know.
come into effect.
I think
They say
Missy-
dominated the charts, but man, Kendrick Lamar
At the time,
numbers are not like that. He don't even make enough music.
Well, that's why
when
Ice
Damn
Cube is-
came out,
he
Damn
don't
was-
make enough music. Wayne got more music than everybody on this list.
But I'm saying,
But
when,
he puts out trash.
but
too.
when Damn
It
came
don't
out,
matter. He got more hits than he has trash.
True.
He had more hits. Oh my god.
You're vehement. You're vehement.
think about this.
But
Think
that's
about
your time.
let me-
You in your time. You in your time.
But also, you have
Lil
to.
Wayne is in your time. Lil Wayne is in your time. Lil Wayne
Missy Elliott
has
and Lil
been
Wayne both in my time, boy.
like Charlamagne said, Lil Wayne has been popping since the 1900s.
Think about how many radio.
That's not true.
Think about.
That's not true.
1990, bro. He was going platinum in 1996.
Think about
No,
this.
1990.
Think about this.
What? The Hot Boys.
Oh yeah,
That doesn't count.
Why does that count?
I think
The boys.
I think it counts.
He was other than Juvenile, he was like a main part of that
Okay,
group.
but let me
Lil
let me
Wayne's
give you a
first
little
mainstream
backbone.
hit, a milli, or Fireman.
But his
Fireman.
first platinum record, I want to believe, is was it Back That Ass Up with Juvenile? And his
That doesn't count.
What his part was very memorable.
That doesn't count.
And his phrases were
It is
coined
towards
back
the
then.
last song.
Bling bling,
Doesn't
drop
count.
it like it's hot.
Doesn't
All
count.
of those were coined phrases that everybody used.
But
It doesn't count.
for Kendrick Lamar, if we're talking about
Why does that
dominating the
not count?
chart,
That is culture, right
if we're
there.
talking about
As a group.
dominating the tracks,
This is
I
where
mean,
we
by
can
himself.
argue because
Listen,
by
I'm
himself.
talking culture now.
You're not listening. You're not.
Culture's fine. That list don't take it into
Listen.
account.
It's more
And
radio.
that's the problem.
How many
'Cause
radio
they don't
stations?
know our culture.
How many radio stations is in California? You got to think about that. When Kendrick Lamar drops the album,
Where's Dre?
it's going crazy in California. Every radio station is going to play it. Bro, he's got that on lock.
Drake is number 8. He's under
Dre.
Dre is not on here. He's not on the top 20.
Wow,
He's not on the top 20. And that's crazy that you would put Ice Cube on there and not
But Snoop
Dre.
Dogg is on there.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's cool. All the Drake artists on there.
But Ice Cube dropped
Eminem,
it.
Yeah,
Kendrick,
yeah.
AK-47
Snoop,
is
like
a
all
tool.
his artists are on there.
Easy?
But
Easy?
Easy's not on there. That's not his artist. That's his group member.
Easy.
That's not his artist.
But I'm talking about Eazy-E's not on this list anyway.
He's not.
Wow.
Eazy-E didn't have a lot of music like that, y'all.
Because he died.
But Kendrick Lamar don't have a lot of music.
You got more
That's
music
true.
than Eazy-E.
How many albums Kendrick Lamar got? 3?
Yeah.
maybe 4.
And it's like,
maybe 4.
and there's a big gap
because you go freshman, sophomore.
Yeah, there's a big
But you got to think his first album, he was touring with Drake.
Hey, like Drake said on his song,
he was touring with Drake from the get-go. First album.
And they put M in 8.
I hate a privileged rapper who ain't got what it takes. I mean, no, I had what he say? I had a privileged rapper that's been spoiled or ain't had a hit since he signed.
Correct. He did say that. But what
making up excuses, acting like he taking his time.
But what I'm trying to say,
that is Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
He's a privileged rapper. So ain't had a hit since he signed.
Who published that list?
Huh? Except for Black Panther.
That's Billboard.
That's Billboard.
Billboard. Oh, well, I got to be
That's all
honest.
numbers.
I mean, but yeah, I'm about to say they don't know our culture.
Lil White on there.
He better not be in the 100s.
Hold on,
bro, y'all not about to disrespect Lil White, bro. He gonna come beat y'all ass.
Well, now I got to ask, where's Bubba Sparks on there?
Oh my God!
No way.
Right behind Collins Park.
Spark. That's what he is. A spark in the industry.
He been here too.
Where's
the whole place.
Cowboy Troy? Where's Cowboy Troy?
Who is Cowboy Troy?
He used to tour with not Montgomery Gentry.
Bro,
Who is Montgomery Gentry?
These are country artists.
Here's where you're gonna get fucked up. When that list comes out 3 years from now, and there's country dudes on there doing that country rap,
that's when you get pissed
off.
Awful.
Yeah, you'd be pissed if Lil Nas X was ahead of Lil Wayne.
He's not a rapper. He's not a rapper. He fought so hard to be a country artist. Now you're a country artist.
No, he's not.
He's pop
or
artist
country
now.
singer,
He's
pop singer, whatever. You're not a rapper.
You ain't a country artist. You hanging out with Elton John.
All I know
You
is
actually are.
I don't know. Elton John's
list
cross.
was insulting, man. And people, and you know what? They gonna kiss Lil Wayne butt when he die. But everybody always give him they always underrate Lil Wayne.
See, I'm gonna say it,
but they gonna underrate him before they overestimate him.
See, now that's proselytizing.
This dude has been about Wayne since the day I met him, which is fine.
Wayne
it's perfect.
is great, man.
He is great.
man.
Dude,
Put aside everything, like all of those scandals and the stuff all of that. He's a great artist, man.
Besides shooting
great artist.
himself
Nobody's putting words together like Wayne
in the chest.
Nobody. Nobody. Eminem is like syllables, and Lil Wayne
he rhymes
Lil
syringe.
Wayne is a little deeper.
He rhymes syringe.
Oranges, peach, pears, plum, syringes.
Yeah, rhyming.
But
rhyming.
It's nobody's doing that.
I'm talking about like Lil Wayne quadruple entendres and all of that. Like Eminem not doing that. Eminem is more of a wordsmith. He's like making these words rhyme and do tricks and all of that. And that's hard. That's hard.
Like Tech Nine did.
Yeah, I'm not saying he not good because I think Eminem is great and he deserved to be in that top 10 list.
I think he deserves it just from fighting the Bush administration.
Yeah, you got a point.
White America could be one of your kids.
Lil Wayne deserves a higher place on there.
Little Erica look just
him being 7 is not bad, Nique.
That is horrible for Wayne. Yes,
for the people that's in front of him?
Yes,
I agree with him on that.
Needs to be not in the top 10.
I think
Jay-Z,
the top 3.
Come on, stop
three.
acting like Jay-Z is the greatest. He's not the greatest.
Okay,
top 3.
Stop acting like that.
Who's your top 3?
My top 3: Wayne, Andre 3000, and it's a hard one on my third.
That's hard to argue with Andre 3000.
Yeah,
my third one is a little hard because I like people that can relate to me, and the most relatable artist that I haven't.
Who did CeeLo sing with? CeeLo rap.
J. Cole. J. Cole is a very relatable artist.
So
he's in your
J. Cole's your top 3?
Yeah, you know why? Because he's a very relatable artist, man. He has reached the highest heights, and he's still relating with us down here.
Not
a lot of artists do. Not even Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is like an alien.
I agree that Kendrick does. He could sit anywhere on the list.
No,
really
don't play it. Don't play it. No. We're about to get him started. No, chill. No, don't do it. No, we're not gonna do this.
Kendrick, listen.
But why? That's crazy that you're not putting Drake in your top 3.
That is insane.
Drake is in my top 5. I'm a huge fan of Drake. But you say if you all right? Are we doing artists?
Top 5 is fair.
We're talking about if you would have made this list on Billboard. If you couldn't use your bias and you work for that same place,
okay,
what would be your top 5?
I would do Wayne. I would do Drake. I would do. The only reason why I wouldn't put Andre in the top 5 is because he hasn't been making music as of late. You know what I'm saying?
Top 5, give it to us, all of them. And think hard.
My top 5: Wayne, Drake, Andre, J. Cole, Kanye.
Okay, that's respectable.
M has to be in the top 5.
And I'm talking about impact. I'm talking about skills.
He comes up with the most ridiculous shit you ever heard.
I'm talking about a lot of different things like that make them top 5 because they're not all top 5 for the same reason.
So the same reason you're giving for your top 5 is the same reason you bitching about the list you just had.
Basically.
Because you said you're measuring everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, how does Kendrick Lamar sit above that many people in any of those categories?
Because every album he's had went like quadruple platinum or been going crazy.
Like I said, Lil Wayne been going platinum since he was 14. 14.
You gotta understand that.
That's over 20 years.
But
it don't count for
it's
10
harder,
more years.
It's harder for you
It don't
to
count for what?
Like 10 more years.
It's harder for you to do it now in the streaming age than it was back in the day.
True. That's
you
true.
know that.
It
you
is
know
a lot
that.
harder.
It was harder to do it in the streaming age?
Now it's hard to do it now. It was streaming age.
Now, Lil Wayne just
Lucas
went
Joyner.
diamond.
Is Lucas Joyner on that?
Joyner Lucas?
No,
Yeah.
he would never be on that list.
Why though?
Not 100.
I think he's better than Kendrick Lamar.
He does.
Top 100?
He
He
hits.
is way better than Kendrick Lamar.
he hits.
Name a song by Jonah Lucas right now.
I Love.
Name another one.
The song where he rap forward and rap backwards. I don't know what it's called. Then that song he got with J. Cole, and then the Ye's Not Crazy.
Logic.
I listen to Jordan Lucas.
Is
now. Don't
Logic
try
on
me.
it? Is Logic on it?
I don't know.
You're not going into the club and being like, yo, DJ, play that Jonah Lucas. You're not. Nobody's doing that. You're not doing that.
Who's playing Kendrick Lamar in the club except for
What are you talking about?
Except for the and then the other songs you playing are because of other artists because you're not playing Kendrick
You're definitely
Lamar.
playing Good Kid, Mad City in the club.
Yeah.
Every
What's that?
time. That's
What
going to
is
get the
that?
club going.
What is that?
Every time I hear the streets, it go, yeah.
Oh, that's the song I was talking about then. That's the song I was
that's
talking
not even
about.
on Damn. That's
I don't
on
know
the
what that
first
song's
album.
called.
I'll tell you this. When I heard,
Bro, you got to put a little bit of respect on Kendrick Lamar's name as far as his pop hits. He has pop hits. You're just not seeing them, bro. He had like Serial.
Well, my point is he don't have more than Wayne.
It's not about that. It's about the impact in the streaming world.
You asked me. Well, I said.
Oh, well, we were talking about your personal list. Yes.
No.
Kendrick Lamar does not belong above Wayne.
I said, in what category does he belong above any of those people? He don't belong above Drake because Drake got the most hits. Wayne got more hits than him. Nicki. Who else? Snoop. Kanye.
So why you
All of them
disrespect? You
people have more
disrespected
hits.
Nicki.
No, well, he just said she didn't belong in the top 10.
I said,
That's
listen,
crazy.
I said
That she should definitely be in the top 10.
Where's T-Pain?
Trent, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
He's by the bar. He's by the bar.
I
Bartender.
said all those people belong above Kendrick Lamar, which will knock Kendrick Lamar out of the top 10.
Okay, let's just rewrite the list and just put Kendrick at 7 and Wayne at wherever Kendrick Lamar was.
Let me tell you this.
And
Because
then the
there's
list will be
other people
okay.
you still don't belong on.
when I
You
heard-
don't belong before Drake, so
And
now you got to knock him down to 8.
I don't know why Nas is there. To be honest with you, I understand it's for older purposes for whoever did this list, but
Nas is not really running a race in those categories either.
Let me say this: was I the only
especially
one?
not numbers, because every time Nas drops, Jay-Z drops the same day.
Was I the only one when I heard?
too.
On
That's
purpose.
petty.
When I heard Logic drop the N word, I was like, I don't think he can do that.
He mixes just like J. Cole and Drake.
Yeah, and then I was like,
He tells you every other track that he's black, but you get what I'm saying? He tells you every
when I
other
first
track.
heard, I was like,
I got a little black in me.
Hey, you know what word
how does
Logic?
Woody Allen get to say that?
You know what
We're
word
okay
Logic
with it?
says
We're
more
okay
than
with it, right?
You know what word he says more than the N word though?
What?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
All right, final
Final thoughts.
I swear to God, when I heard that, I
Final
was like,
thoughts. Kendrick Lamar.
Is it
need
okay
to
now?
He can't be in the top 10. Not with all those other artists. He can't. I'm sorry.
number one.
And y'all making me say like I sound like I'm attacking him only because you trying to put him up
you
against
just
some
see
great people.
No, you just see a hierarchy different than what was
and
published.
Nas
And I agree with you.
and I'll agree with Trent. Nas, we gotta knock Nas down too. Gotta knock Nas down
dude.
too.
Bring him down.
Nas-
Biggie's supposed to be in Nas' place. I don't know why they
Where's
did it wrong.
Mos Def on this?
And Jay-Z can't be number 1.
Fair.
He'll be number 2.
There's a legion of fucking people.
It should
who
go-
will
it
rip
should go
people apart
Drake.
for
It
that.
should go Drake, then Jay-Z.
That's why I won't.
You wanna say
I
it.
won't make him number 1, but he can be number 2 and number 3. But I won't make him number 1. Like I'm telling y'all, Wayne has earned this spot.
My favorite rapper is Weird Science.
Stop playing with me.
Weird Al. You meant to
Weird
say?
Science.
I'm playing.
All right.
WEERD.
That's crazy though, man. The way they wrote that list, they should have put Young Thug up there.
Facts. And my final thoughts is, 2 people should be able to say the N
Where's
word.
Gucci Mane?
And that's-
Pull it back up.
And that's
Gucci Mane was on the list one year.
Two people should be able to say the N-word, man.
He's like 101 again.
You hear me? Two people should be able to say the N-word. That's Logic and goddamn Donald Trump.
What?
Nuclear.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Nique the Geek, engineer and producer, owner and operator of GOT Sound Studio. Check out details on how you can utilize his talent and production expertise at gotsoundstudio.com. Thanks to Muff the Producer. Follow him on Instagram at Muff the Producer. Thanks to Trent Clark, a.k.a. DJ Lonzo, currently serving as the house DJ at the Main Course in Columbia, South Carolina. Make sure to go by and have a good time. You can contact Trent for all your entertainment needs. Trent at theallaboutnothing.com and on Instagram at TheRealDJLonzo. On Twitter at DJ Lonzo Top 5. You can also phone him 803-262-7982. If you enjoy the show, consider becoming a patron by visiting our website and clicking at the link at the top of the browser that will take you to our Patreon page. You can find details on how you become a supporter, or you can check out benefits there and just consider a donation so that we can continue to bring you this nonsense. We enjoy doing it. We enjoy you enjoying it. As always, you can follow us on Facebook. Just search for All About Nothing US, on Twitter and Instagram at AAN_pod, or you can find links to all of our social media and available podcast platforms by visiting theallaboutnothing.com. If you'd like to be heard on the show, you may call and leave us a message. 803-672-0533. If the time between these episodes is too far apart, you can fill that time by checking out some of our partner podcasts. Zach and I host What the Pod Was That with Carrie Simmons. Visit whatthepodwasthat.com for links and details. Carrie and Chrissy host Status Macabre. You can find details at statusmacabre.com. Ami Bland takes a deep dive down the rabbit hole in episodes of Welcome to Wonderland, available on all of your podcast listening platforms. As well, you should check out our own DJ Lonzo's Top 5, hosted by Trent Clark, available on most of your podcast listening platforms.
All right, that's going to do it for this All About Nothing podcast. You all have a great week. Stay safe and
I guess have a week.
This The All About Nothing podcast is recorded live from the GOT Sound Studio in Columbia, South Carolina. The All About Nothing podcast is produced and engineered by Nique the Geek, owner and operator of GOT Sound Studio. To support the show, please visit theallaboutnothing.com for links to social media, merchandise, and more. Become a patron of the show by following the Patreon link at the top of our page. The All About Nothing podcast is an entertainment product of Barrett Gruber. Special thanks to Zach King, Trent Clark, Muff the Producer, Nique the Geek, and you, our listeners. Please subscribe, rate, review, and share. If you're on YouTube, please hit the like button and the notification bell. Thank you for listening.
The All About Nothing podcast is a part of the GOT Podcast Network and a product of Barrett Gruber Entertainment and Media.